I'm just saying. Get into the fit though. Y'all can't even see the whole thing, but just know that it's it's normal for me. Some like, all right, look. I don't make the rules. Your hands on the eyes, just so far away. Supernatural, extraterrestrial. What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Naya Athena, and today we are doing what we always do on Mondays. We doing a movie review. Duh. If you don't know, now you know. Get into it. So, y'all, I just watched this movie. First of all, I sometimes I don't be in the mood to watch movies. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I just be rewatching stuff, but today I just watched a good movie. And I think it really sparked a good conversation about a couple different things. But I just want to walk y'all through because this is one of those movies that I'm like, all right, I'm finna take notes. I'm finna give my reaction because I really liked it. Like, I liked it. It was refreshing to an extent. But, yeah. So, the movie is called No One Will Save You. And I think that alone kind of just awakened like some thoughts within me. Just the title alone, after just getting off watching the movie, it did kind of just like spark something in me. Right? So this movie is PG-13. It is a sci-fi horror movie. I didn't check the ratings. I'll probably put them on the screen or something, like what Rotten Tomatoes or whoever rated it. I don't care about their ratings because I'm going to get my own rating, okay? You hear me? Also, if you hear some stuff going on, it's probably my cat. She's probably like scratching at the floor, eating or something. Something crazy, doing what cats do. But, let's just get right into it because I had a lot of thoughts, okay? So we start off, the movie starts off with very little dialogue. Honestly, I don't think there was any dialogue. Maybe like the tiniest bit of dialogue, but this whole movie did not have any dialogue. So for me to be saying that it's good right now, it was good. Because what? Yeah, type stuff. So we start off, it's a woman by herself, nobody else, start off with her. They show a little bit of her personality, the things that she likes. She has a little what do they call them? Model town of where she lives, and she obviously collects them and forms her town. She sews, she makes her own clothes. She lives in this house in the forest, kind of off the grid, away from people, but there's also a small town. So, it's just showing like what she's doing in her day-to-day life, right? So, in the beginning, she's practicing smiling and waving. So that lets you know right there that she's not okay because she's practicing, like, I'm thinking, okay, she's battling like some type of depression because usually people who smile and in the mirror and stuff to make it look like they're happy, they're trying to convince you of something they're obviously not, right? So I'm like, okay, interesting, And I already knew that this movie was going to involve aliens, right? Because that's what they put in the trailers. That's what they put, on the freaking title cover, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm already knowing a little bit. Like I'm coming in with a preconceived notion, which actually kind of worked in my favor this time. So, they show the little crop circles. Mind you, these crop circles are literally like tiny, like human-sized circles that you stand in. So I'm like, oh, here they come. Here come the crop circles. Here come the stereotypical alien feuds. So I'm just like, all right, cool. So then it starts to like go in about how her mom died. Like not go in, but like it shows her at the grave of her mother who died, and also later on in the movie it shows her best friend who passed away, who she's writing to like in her journals and stuff. So obviously that's her outlet for her best friend, and it's also saying like, oh, she's writing to her best friend about how she's seen her parents, and her parents, one is the father's a deputy, and the mom is some random old lady, I don't know. But she sees them, and clearly she's hiding from them, so she feels some type of guilt or shame from seeing them. So, all of these signs are given in the movie, and then we eventually find out that to make a long story short, her best friend, she actually, I don't know if I want to tell y'all yet. Just know that her best friend died. She feels guilty about it. And her parents the best friend's parents who passed away do not mess with her at all, like at all, right? And also her mom died, so she has nobody. She's living in this big house by herself, right? And just getting by, right? So she's practicing waving to the neighbors. The neighbors ain't waving at her. They like looking at her crazy. So clearly nobody in this small town is messing with her for real. So that sparked questions in me. I'm just like, okay, like I'm just taking notes. Like, okay, I'm noting it, because you have to be watching. Like, there's no dialogue. So all of this stuff. But what I love about PG-13 movies, and it ain't a lot that I love about PG-13 movies, but what I do love about them is they're very straightforward. Like, you're not going to be confused. Especially, like, with a film like this, you're not going to be confused. They're going to show you every piece and part. Now, if you miss something, if you look down, you might be confused. But other than that, like, it was pretty straightforward. Like, I got it. I wasn't struggling. So if you are struggling, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not a hard movie, though. Not a hard concept. So, boom. They get right to business. The movie only an hour and 30 minutes, so they get right to business. We start to see weird stuff happening in the house. The lights turning on and off. We start to hear things, little animal sounds, and which is weird because I'm like, okay. So immediately it started to remind me of Nope. Like Jordan Peele. Nope. Yeah, it reminded me of that. And the reason why it reminded me of that is because like the animal sound, like they make aliens seem so like animalistic and like, otherworldly, obviously, but it's just like, okay, so this is the route that they're taking with aliens, because, people take different routes, okay? So, cool, we hear the animal sounds, and they actually end up showing the aliens pretty early on in the movie. Bro, these aliens look so stereotypical. The first thing that comes to your mind when you think of aliens, that's exactly how they look. And you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just like, I'm laughing. Because this is funny to me. Like, why do they look like what I thought they were going to look like, right? But they sound like animals. So it's just like, okay, noted. So pretty obvious, pretty obvious thing to expect, I would say. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, honestly, the more that I'm watching it too, I'm like, yeah, this is what people thought Nope was going to be. Like, this is what they wanted Nope to be. Because obviously Nope was, like, not what people thought. This is literally what they thought it was going to be. And I was not mad at it. Like, I was living for it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was definitely living for it because it's just like, like, okay. Okay. Cool. So, and honestly, the animal sounds was kind of funny because I'm just like, what's happening here? Like, what are we doing? What's happening? But it definitely added to the atmosphere. Like, they did a really good job with atmosphere, and I think part of that was because there was no dialogue. Like, it's just atmosphere. Literally nothing to explain to you but what you see, what you hear, and what you already have a preconceived notion about. Cool. So, they showing the alien, they showing the pieces, how they look and stuff. These mofos is walking on their toes. I'm just like, oh no, I wouldn't want to mess with that one. No, they look very creepy. They do look very creepy. They did a good job. Like, I'm not mad. Like, I'm really not mad at the obvious alien stereotype. Because it was cool. Like, they did a good job with it, though. So, cool. She hiding from the aliens. At this point, though, this is what I loved about this movie, too. This is one of those movies that we beg for. Like, one of those horror movies that we literally beg for. My thing's not on. Hold on. I just got new batteries. Y'all gonna see this. Oh, all right. Oh, all right. My bad. I was lacking. I just turned it back on, though. I love how, first of all, she's fight. So, at this point, the aliens is coming for her. Like, you see the lights of the UFOs and stuff. They is coming for her. And she like, oh. So, the first alien that come for her, she ended up killing it. It was a long scene, but she ended up actually killing it. I'm like, okay, mind you, they got mind control. They doing all this stuff. I'm like, all right, like, I like this. Like, she fighting back. I like it. Because I hate a horror movie where the people are idiots and they act like they can't fight. I hate it. I hate it. So this is definitely one of those movies where it's like, you do everything right, but you still can't escape, like, your fate type. And I'm not mad at it. Like, I live for it because that's what horror is about. That's what horror is about. That's the real horror. Like, if you know, you know. Like, and honestly, I haven't even been messing with horror movies lately. But this one right here kind of just it reawakened the horror film lover in me. Like, cause I don't even mess with horror movies, but if they're good, a good movie is a good movie. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, cool. So, I got my own little commentary. I'm watching her like fight these aliens, and they coming for her, and they're hard to fight, mind you. Like, it's not like they are weak. Like, they're actually doing a number on her. And then she's like, we start to see like how the aliens are taking over her. They already took over her town. Like, they literally are taking host with parasites, and all the people in the town are controlled. So the people are trying to get her, and the regular scary looking aliens are trying to get her. So I'm like, bro, like, and she's trying to leave. Like, she's literally doing everything right. Like, they done got her car, because the battery, like, battery, anything electrical, they messing it up. They didn't got, like, my girl was trying her hardest. And I'm just like, yes. Is she gonna make it? Is she not? I don't know, but she need to, because she's smart. Like, I love it. I love a smart girl. We love it. I don't like how they made the bus driver. So there's a scene where she gets on the, like, an Amtrak bus, or like a bus to take you out the town or whatever, the city or stuff. She gets on the bus, and apparently the people on the bus with her are people taken over by aliens. But I don't like how the bus driver is black. They barely show his face, but they make sure, like, they don't show him getting killed either, but, like, it's implied that he gets killed, or, like, maybe he was an alien too. But it's just like, bro, the only black person y'all show in this movie, and we barely see him. Like, okay, cool, whatever. That's besides the point. I'm just saying, like, okay, cool. So, as the movie goes on, they're revealing, like, little things to basically help the viewer piece together, like, what she's battling, which is her friend who died, obviously, probably at the fault of her. So she's guilty. The parents hate her. She tries to go to the police station. When she finally does escape that alien, the one she killed, the first one she killed, she's going to the station, and she sees the parents. And mind you, the father is the deputy, and the mom is with him, and the mom literally spit in her face.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
And walked out the police station. Guess what color she was? Because ain't no way. I don't care if your husband is... That's assault, baby. But whatever. So, I'm like, dang. Couldn't be me. Me personally. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But look. So, yeah. So, she's trying to get away. So, she ends up going back home where them aliens came for her in the first place. She go back home. She said, let's get to business. She liked the candles. She started getting little weapons, even though she didn't have no weapons, which I didn't understand. How are you grab a box cutter before you grab a kitchen knife? Whatever. Them box cutters be sharp though. So she grabbing her, she grabbing her weapon. She like, all right, let's go. Let's play. You want to play? Let's play. Cool. So and honestly, I'm living for it, because I'm like, dang, she just accepting it. Like, I'm finna go to war with these aliens. Me, I probably would just accept my fate, because ain't no way you're fearless. Like, I'm trying to be like you, bro. I'm trying to be fearless like you, because ain't no way you really about to fight these things. You don't even know what they can do. You don't, like, but you gonna fight, and you gonna, and she won, and did. Like, she literally went through, like, 4 different type of aliens. Like, it was the regular alien, and then it was a baby alien that was little, that looked crazy, and then it was, like, it was another regular alien. Like, I think they was taking the aliens back as they were dying, so, like, it was another alien, but you could tell he was strong because she didn't, like, kill him. She just got away. And then it was a big spider alien that caused the, like, the UFOs to pick people up. And she burnt that boy. Like, and then you got the aliens that take over the people that's hosting, and the people that try to... She got all of them. I'm like, dang, she 4-0. She 4-0. Y'all is not messing with her. Like, she really did her big one. Like, she was really 4-0. Like, that was crazy to me. I was like, bro, I was like rooting for her the whole movie. Like, and I love that. I love that. So then, but eventually they get her, right? Well, no, actually, before they get her, they did kind of get her, because they got her with the light, and that made her sit still. And I guess the alien gives her, like, the parasite down her throat, which you already know. So, gives her the parasite. She wakes up like nothing's changed. Like, everything is normal. And I already know this is, like, a trick, because it's, like, obviously, like, come on. So she wakes up, everything's normal. She's in her happy place, and she sees her best friend. And when her best friend reached down, take it out. So by the time she takes the parasite out, she wakes up again. She's outside. She didn't rip the parasite back out her throat. G, whole G. Sorry, this smoke right here is my incense. So if you see it, that's what that is. That's an incense. It smells good in here. So yes, she rips it out, and she's like, oh, like she's holding it and she's squeezing it and she's trying to kill it. They end up taking it back with the light, the UFO light. They take it back. I'm like, bro, she is 5-0. Y'all cannot kill this girl. Y'all can't kill her. And I feel like I kind of was like, nah, like if they wanted to kill her, they would have did it by now. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, in my head, I knew like, yeah, nah, she's meant for something else, because ain't no way, like, they would have been, it was so many of them, like, it was literally UFOs all throughout the town in the sky, like, just waiting. So I'm like, nah, if they wanted to kill her, they would have did it by now. They probably just want to get her and see, like, what's going on with her type, which exactly what they end up doing. And they made a copy of her. This what really got me, though. They made a copy of her and used the same thing that tried to host her. It hosted the copy. And the copy stabbed her, bro. And she still killed it. She still ended up killing the version of her that was like the one they created, I guess. And it was crazy, bro. Like, that's how I feel like, I think it like symbolized like the bad parts of her dying, like the parts that feel guilty and the parts that made bad decisions that she still can't get past. Like, I feel like that was that symbolization, because that was crazy. I was like, wow, like this girl's a G for real. So then they finally get her in the UFO. They put her up there. It's hella aliens. Hella aliens. They all touch her. They go into her mind. They see what really happened. So basically, she was a kid. Her best friend was a kid. They got into it. The girl hit her. She grabbed a rock, killed her. Just like that. Took her out. Took her out with the rock. So I'm like, dang, like, and she obviously felt guilty about it. But she like, I guess, like, in that scene, they show her, like, comforting her inner child or whatever, and, like, finally making peace with what happened. And I just thought that was so interesting, because I'm like, oh, okay. And then they put her back. They literally put her back. And then she was happy. Like, she was, like, genuinely happy. She's, like, in the town again. She's waving to the people in town. And all the people waving back and sync. Happy. But when she waved in the beginning of the movie, they wasn't messing with her. So I'm like, let me find out these aliens is just like, yeah, child, we got to get these we got to get these humans together. They is battling some stuff. But also, like, trying to kill her. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the aliens were, like. Maybe I feel like they saw her and was like, oh, she's strong for real. We got to help her. And then they made her. Instead of, like, taking over. Because obviously they couldn't get her. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, what was their goal? But either way, like, it was a good movie because she ended up as a better person. She was having fun. Like, but I just feel like, okay, so if y'all took over the whole town, was it just y'all this whole time, like, alienated her and trying to, like, understand her? I don't know, like, because they were still in the sky at the end of the thing, like, still in the sky watching. So I'm just like, I don't know, but they helped her. So basically, she ended up being a friend. I feel like she ended up being friends with them, because if they wanted to kill her, like I said, they would have did it by now, or they obviously couldn't kill her because she was killing them. She was going through them aliens, and I feel like it really symbolized, like, letting go and, like, making yourself a happier person, letting that part of you die to where you can't move on and be happy and, like, live life and this, that, and the fourth. But I don't know how they tied aliens into it. I honestly, the way that they tied the aliens into it is, like, crazy, because it was so, like, I was just like, wow, this is actually good. Like, I see the lesson. Okay, man, it was so good. So my bad, y'all. My camera died. But I was just saying, like, I'll definitely give this a 8.7 out of 10. It was a really good, straightforward, but also, like, still leaving things up for interpretation type of movie. No dialogue. I liked it without dialogue, though. Like, I think it would not be better any other way. Like, it really was great. It had a couple messages in there. If you caught them, you caught them. If you didn't, I mean, watch it again. Or I don't know if I would watch it again, just because, like, I feel like I got it like the first time. Like maybe like in the future if I'm bored, but like I don't really. I mean, it was daytime, you know. My scary self. It was daytime, so like I was just like horror. Okay, let's try it, you know, type. But I think that all in all, it's a really good movie. I definitely would recommend it to people who like horror, who like sci-fi, because yeah, and like I said, it's PG-13, so it's not like super gory or super like in your face, because I feel like with rated R horror movies, like they be so like stressing like gore and stuff. They don't even focus on plot anymore. They don't focus on even like special effects, don't be all that, because they be doing too much. Like it wasn't too much, but it was just enough. Like it was perfect. It definitely lived up to what I expected. I really didn't expect a lot because like I said, like I wasn't feeling horror lately, and also like it was like, how do I say this? It was like I wasn't expecting a lot because I didn't watch the trailer or nothing like that. Like I just read the synopsis and I was like, all right, cool. Like sci-fi. Like I like sci-fi, so I'm like, cool. Let's see what it's hitting for, and it hit. It was hitting for. It was hitting for a lot. So I like this. So yeah, I definitely think y'all should watch it. Check it out. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me if y'all were as hooked as I was, because that movie had me hooked. It was so good. Like what? And even though it was like had a little bit of couple stereotypes with the aliens, like they did it correctly. And a lot of people don't do it right because it's so oversaturated. But like they did it. Like they did it. Like good, kudos to y'all. And that's on Hulu, by the way. I watched that on Hulu, so I think it's new. It gotta be, because I ain't seen it before. But yes, I think y'all should definitely check it out. And thank you for checking me out, watching my movie review Monday, because I am on time. It is Monday, and I know it's Monday because I'm filming this on a Saturday. And yeah, and I've been super busy, and I still came on here to give y'all my honest review on a good movie. Not even a bad movie. Like, sometimes the movies don't be hitting, but this one was hitting. So y'all should really go watch it. If you have Hulu, please go watch it. Like, for real. Like, what are you doing? Anyways. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.